Hey, what's up, Willa? Hope you're having a good day. I wanted to do a little recap on the movements that we covered on Friday. And so mainly we just kind of progressed them up a step or two. So for number one, you've been doing that. I want you to keep doing that, which was the seated knee apart opener with the heavier band. That's totally fine, but let's keep that. Let's do 2 sets of 15 to 20 reps. So you were saying it was pretty easy with 8 to 10 reps, no problem. The idea is that we want to feel the glutes. We do not want to spur on that bursa pain. So if you start feeling pain there, I do want you to stop. But if you can get 20 repetitions going out with those knees at the same speed, that'd be great. That's going to prepare you for the next step, which is those hip lifts. Okay, so that'll be number one. Number two, we're going to do our standing hip flexor stretch. And I think this would be great to continue doing either by a desk or a dresser, or maybe even the hallway where you can have your hands up on your sides, right, for support. But you're in that nice stride. The back leg is straight with that tail tucked under, and the front one is bent, right? So it's in stride. So it looks like this here. From here, tail tucked, and then I drift forward. But my back heel is flat, right? That whole foot is flat and pointed forward. The goal is to create a stretch on the front side of the pelvis, right? So I'm gonna have you do 60-second hold on one side, 60-second hold on the other, okay? And then for our third move, I still want you to stay with the rocks, and you were doing 10 times normal rocking, 10 times single arm reach outs. And so I think those are great. Those reach outs, let's add, say, 2 more or 4 more reaches to make it 12 total reps or 14 total reps. I think doing that is great. It loads that arm, it makes your core work harder. So you'll do 1 set of 10 normal rocks, and then anywhere between 10 to, let's say, even 16 alternating arm reaches, okay? So that'll be number 3. And then number 4, we have you walk in, for a distance with that great arm swing, and especially staying focused with the left arm. That's the one that has a tendency to kind of stay by the hip. So we do want you to get that arm swinging, and we're trying to do it further and further. So you've been doing it in your hallway. Is there a longer hallway somewhere in the building? Is there, while you guys are walking outside, can you pay attention to that left arm swing for a full block? Something like that. The idea is that you get that neural pattern increased to a longer endurance, right? So you can handle that. So that would be part of it. We took out the banded sidewalks, but you could still do those with no band. Toes pointed forward and just really setting those abs, okay? And so you could still do those 2 or 3 times as long as it doesn't hurt the bursa, okay? And then we added a few things. So when you do the walking pattern down the hallway, right, we talked about having our left foot slightly in front. So if I start off seated, my left foot's in front of my right, I stand up, I'm gonna have more stability here before I get going than I would if my feet are in parallel, okay? And so you could play with that not only in the walking patterns, but you could play with that just any time during the day. Like you're doing office work, before you climb out of that chair, set up that staggered position, then come out. It's just going to put you in a better situation to then decide where do you want to go from there, okay? So play with that a little bit. And then we had the band, continue to pull that, do it in the seated knee opener, just kind of a reminder here, but take it out of the sidestepping, okay? And then the last thing we got, and you could put this, Willa, anywhere you need to, right? If you're down doing your rocking and you want to do it there, that would be a great place, or anytime you can. But I want you to do 2 sets of 5 reps, and it's those bridges. So I'm going to send you a text here in a moment and see how you're feeling, if there was any back spasms. But if there wasn't back spasms, I think you're strong enough now to be able to do this. The one thing I'd add is we brought in a pillow, right? Doesn't have to be a lot, but just something to give you some support on the back of your head, So I'll be here, I'll set up my bridge, and then I'm going to get 2 sets of 5 reps. And remember, we're not leading with the stomach, we're leading with the pelvis, right? Or the pubic bone. And that's going to make you use your glutes a little more, your hamstrings a little more, and less of like arching the spine. And I think when you arch that low back, I think that's where the back spasms happen. And I think for 2 sets of 5, that's enough to get a stimulus, but it's also not a ton to stay hyper-focused. So really focus on each set of 5, okay? And I think that's it for now. Next week I'll see ya. I'm looking forward to seeing you maybe Thursday. I'll send you a text on that too. Anyways, have a great day. See ya.